Finally, the new Actros, aka the MP5, is here. But is it any good? Let's go and have a look. Hey guys, Clumsy here, and thank you for letting me know that this truck has been released. This is the Mercedes Actros MP5 by, I don't even know who the actual author is, but I think it's Mert. Yeah. Anyway, so as you can see the iconic mirror cameras in there. We'll go and have a look at the different config options, its optimization. We'll do it for a test drive, and I'll share more about the quirks I found with this truck. Alright, let's get going. First and foremost, I don't even see it in the vehicle browser. If I go through here, which I normally do to check the optimization, I don't even find it in this list. What I did find was one of the side effects of having this mod enabled though. The old new Actros, the new Actros from SKRS, has a buggy plastic color now. You can see it's ugly red. So that's one of the side effects. So if you're planning on using the new Actros, the new Actros, the old new Actros will not be usable in my point of view anymore with this color. Okay, that's one thing to note. Now I did want to dive into the performance, as I always do when I check out these mods. That is going to be very helpful when it comes to things like this. So if you go to the Mercedes-Benz dealer and check out the number of triangles of the default truck, this one with the red plastic parts, you can see that the number of triangles here is only around 700,000. So let's round it up, 800,000 in the exterior, 2 million in the interior. Okay, so 800,000 and 2 million. Compare that with the 2019 or 2020, the new Actros. This one, so from 800,000 in SKRS, this one has 4.4 million. So I think that's around what, 6 times more than 6 times more triangles. So it is going to be a bit frame heavy. If your PC is a bit on the edge of running minimum system requirements, then this might cause a bit of lag. Now the interior looks beautiful, doesn't it? Absolutely modern look, and with all the, how do you call it, glass panels, I would call them. Now here in the interior we have 8 million. So in the SKRS original we had what, 2 million, right? This one is 4 times more. So yeah, make sure to not use any of the, and I have that bug from time to time. I can confirm, I guess. Alright, but yeah, that's one of the watch outs. If you're going to drive this truck, make sure you have a beefy PC, or you know, don't put a combo like heavy map mods or heavy graphics mods with it, so that you can balance and not be absolutely frame hogged all the way. Okay, so be cautious about that point. Let's go and turn off the mini console. Now the mod itself has 3 different variants. There is the edition 1, which I'm not familiar what it is all about, but I'm sure some of you guys know, so let me know in the comment section. I'm going to assume it's some kind of limited edition. It looks pretty similar to the default, the Gigaspace Actros, but the only difference is the parts here in front. There are not many customization options in there. Everything is brand piano. There is this edition 1. That's the only main difference I've seen. So you can see there is not an awful lot of options at all for this particular variant. Only one each, one sun visor, one windshield frame, one grille, and even below here, plate. Yeah, so very limited in this one, but it does have that premium edition. But if you want more, customizations, confirm that, you can go and pick this one, the 4x2 or the 8x4 if you're going for heavy haul. This 4x2 variant has a lot of different chassis options. There's only the Gigaspace option, but there are a couple of different chassis options here: 4x2, 6x2, 6x2, but with the steering axle at the back or in the middle, I think. And we even have a rigid chassis, a 6x2 or 6x4 variant. The interesting thing is I wasn't able to find a box for it. Maybe it's a work in progress. But yeah, I guess after some time they'll have to put in a box here, otherwise that would look really weird, huh? Anyway, so for now we stick with a 4x2. There's only one option for the engine, 510 horsepower. By the way, the Edition 1 has a different engine. Let me show you. So this Edition 1 also has all those chassis options, but the engine is more powerful, 625 horsepower. OM473 Euro 6 460. Can I remember all of that? Most probably not, but OM473 Euro 6 460. Okay, a bit different. Maybe that's a bigger engine, something along those lines. Couple of options for the transmission: Allison or power shift. Interior, there's only one option, and I don't think you need anything else aside from this beautiful interior. Colors, not a lot, but at least now here you can have a custom color depending on what you like, because in the Edition 1 there's only literally one option. You can't even pick a color, but I guess that's as designed because that is probably how the Edition 1 really looks like. Yeah, so let's pick that. Let me show you around the dots. Let's go first here in front. You have an option of going plastic paint, or this brand piano is very apparent in most of the different parts. Like it's available here. I guess they call it, I don't know, piano black. It's like more black than the plastic variant. Because the plastic one is a bit grayish. I guess that's the appeal of this new Actros. So you can change those. You have more options here now. It's compatible with the what DLC is that? The Shock, is it? Where is it? It's somewhere there. I can't find it, but you know what I mean. That logo, HS Shock, or something along those lines. Other light bars also exist. This one is what I'm using. Nice with the new. There should be like the new Actros in there. That one looks cool as well. Let's go with that. Couple of beacons. Doesn't look fancy though. Air horns if you like, chrome or painted versions. The sun visor can be changed, plastic paint or paint chrome. I don't really notice a difference between paint and paint chrome, but fine. The side mirrors can be the plastic brand piano or paint edition, as well as the front mirror. The door handle, plastic paint, all the usual stuff, or the brand piano again, piano black thingy. It is compatible with the Actros Tuning Pack DLC, so you can add more bells and whistles there. That's nice. Headlights can be plastic or paint. The plastic one actually looks very nice, huh? I like that contrast between the black and the highlights. Cool. Should have gone with that. Side skirts, there are some custom side skirts. I like this one, stock. And it's also compatible with the Actros Tuning Pack there. It has some rear fenders, just one option. By default, it doesn't come with the tail lights here, so you'll have to pick one on your own. Also, look at that fifth wheel, very unique look. Can I actually walk there? Yes, I can, thanks to 1.37. It is 1.37 compatible though, but what I'm not sure is if it's compatible with 1.36. I would guess not, but you let me know if you've tried it, okay? So here you have an option of going with these. Yeah, that's one thing I noticed though, the material for these ones. I guess these should be chrome, but I think they probably have the wrong definition file somewhere. So it can look very weird depending on the lighting. So I would just vote for going with stock there. Although with stock, the mud flaps are not completely in sync. Like the mud flaps are covered. So the only good variant is that with the mud flaps, but then you get the weird reflection, so you choose which you like. Yeah, and I purposely made it the last part because that is the highlight of this truck in my opinion. The mirrors. The mirror cam is enabled by default. If you're not a fan, then you can always switch to the standard ones. And that also affects the interior here. You can notice that one. You can go with the mirror cam or go with the normal mirrors, whichever you prefer. I like that one. That's very unique, at least for now, right? Interior wise, there's only one steering wheel option, but my goodness, that looks so good. You pay for it in frame rate, but if your system can handle it, then you won't even notice a difference. If it can't, then you'll encounter all those frame drops. Alright, and then you have compatibility with the dashboard, so sizzles, everything is there. I think we're good. In terms of config options, there is something there at the top. Oh, interior lights, I missed that one. Yeah, okay. Anyway, alright, let's go and do a test drive on this thing. What's that V8 thing? Oh, that might be a bug, huh? The V8 logo in there. Or it could be a mod conflict on my end. Not so sure. I also found a few quirks. Let me go outside and let's do a test drive on this thing. I am currently in Dijon, one of the new areas, remade areas in 1.37. Yeah, look at the reflections on my... Yeah, on this angle it looks great. On that angle, oh. So wrong chrome material, I guess, is what it is. Now the sounds of the engine, actually not bad in my opinion. They're pretty good. Have the turbo sounds, they have the varying rev range sounds. I did find some quirks with this truck though. One of them is the advanced trailer coupling. So I am straight here, headed to the trailer. It's not as easy. Like if you just smash into this, you just smash into the trailer like that. What you have to do is really align your fifth wheel with the kingpin and go really slow. And sometimes you get lucky. Like that. And then you couple it. So it's a bit trickier than other trucks. Right? Anyway, let's go and replace that ugly chrome finish at the back there. I think I'm okay not having mud flaps as long as I have proper colors there. Nothing flashy, but at least it doesn't look ugly. Alright, looks good. Alright, let's get in here. One other quirk I found, this might be only in my system. This might be a mod conflict, but if you look, beautiful computer dashboard, but there's a bug on my end, and you'll notice that because there is nothing appearing in the middle, and that one is definitely wrong. That looks oversized. That's the fuel consumption, I guess. So let's leave that there. I'll show you how I mean that that's wrong. You'll notice it later as we go. There's also something weird about the mirrors. I'll show you later, but it does support windows opening and closing. Do the buttons work? The buttons don't work, but the windows do. Nice. And yeah, the engine sounds are very nice. They're not bad. They're no EVR, but I can live with them. They're also very nice. When you close the windows, they are properly muffled and it feels like you're in the interior of a truck. Yeah, I like the distinction of the interior and exterior sounds. There's also a bit of like tint in the windshield. So when you go out, it's a lot brighter, which is nice. Gives you that proper protection from the sun. Also, you might notice, what the heck? So fancy, but no GPS? Well, you do see that navigation thing there, that button. How do you click it? Well, you apparently, I stumbled upon this by accident. You turn on your beacons. Default key is O, and that will simulate clicking the button, and that will give you the GPS. That's so. Yeah, it's a bit stretched, so the proportions are not correct, but it's there at least. Alright, let's go and drive with this truck. I'm going to keep the windows closed. I like them better with windows closed. They sound very realistic. Oh yeah, you can see the truck's actually coming in there. That's probably with the real truck, huh? Shows you the blinker is on. It looks a bit redundant in my point of view because you already have the blinker indicator at the top. But yeah, I'm guessing that's how it is designed in real life. It's quite nice though. You can actually see the contrast of your mirror. Your side here has that tint, but since the camera is outside, your feed from the camera is actually perfectly bright. Doesn't have that tint. Very nice distinction. You might have noticed it already for those with keen eyes. That's one more of the quirks that I've found. But I'll share that in a bit. I'll point you down again to the speedometer though, the digital speedo supposedly. Can you see? We are in the 20-something kilometers, so it's like it's offset to the right. Instead of being in the middle, it's in the right. But the light's there. So it's almost there, but missed the mark a bit. And I'm not exactly sure if this is a mod conflict or not. Because I've seen in the videos, the video showcasing this mod, that it actually was it's correct. It was in the middle. So maybe it's a mod conflict on my end. Let me know if you encountered the same problem or if everything's fine with you. Maybe I have a conflicting mod. I put this in the top of the list already though. So I'm not really sure what could be conflicting. I put this mod in the top in terms of load order, so should be overwriting everything. One more quirk I found, look at the GPS. Because the GPS is utterly wide, the default map has the speed limit on the left side and it's actually covered by the steering wheel. So that's a bit of a party pooper. I remember we had that same problem with the Pulatli Mods team Renault Range T. And the workaround for that is to basically find a different GPS mod. And in my case, what I'll do is I'll enable the Google Maps GPS mod, night mode by Sinagrit Baba. It's available in the Steam Workshop. It should be in the mods list. But yeah, I will go into the profiles, enable it, and I'll get back to you, okay? See you guys in a bit. Okay, we are back. I've enabled the GPS mod. There it is. So it's still stretched, but at least the speed limit is now on the right side. And it actually fits much better. This color scheme fits much better, much more sleek with the truck. Still have the problem with the speedometer, but let me just... How about this one? Yeah, that also changes value, but it's too large, I guess? Yeah, I'm not sure. Not really sure. I'm just going to turn it off for now. And you guys let me know if you find a solution for it, okay? Or if you find a conflicting mod on your end that you can fix. So one thing more you notice, the side mirror is frozen. So I think there is a problem with the triggers. Normally that is done. The side mirror stops rendering after some time so that it saves up on performance. So it doesn't always render, so you can, if you're not looking at it, it stops rendering. Makes sense, right? So you save up on a few frames. But I guess the triggers here stop too early because I'm still looking at them and they've already stopped. The same problem happens on the right side. You can see that one. But if you look to the right more, it refreshes. And if you are on the edge, it stops. Hear a bit of the engine braking. So that's a bit of a pet peeve of mine. I don't normally notice that, I guess. But if you have like head tracking software, head track IR, Tobii eye tracker, where you constantly look around, those kinds of issues will be more apparent. But if you have if you just look straight like this and go to let me turn off track IR here so I can illustrate. So normally this would be your view, right? And everything would be fine. If you were to look right, then you would look right there. Yes, using the keys, the numpad keys, then you wouldn't even notice the problem. If you use your mouse, then you'll see it, but you don't really use that often. The mouse movements are usually jerky. So it's not that apparent unless you're using track IR, but because I am, and that's a bit of a downer. Is it going to rain? So I guess that's nice, so at least we get to test the wipers. Anyway, so yeah, quite a few quirks, quite a few bugs, but this is the initial release of the truck, and maybe as you're watching this video, maybe that has already been fixed. Who knows? We'll see. But you guys let me know if you find solutions, or if you know that a patch has come out. Let me know in the comments, so I can also download it and take a look, because this is great, you know. And this is all free. You can download it for yourself and test it out. Link should be available in the mods list, and as always, mods list is in the video description. Does look like it's going to rain. It's very dark. Yeah, looks good there. So far the frame rate has been very good, and that's what I mentioned, that's what I refer to. Even though this truck is like 4 times more the number of triangles than the default SCS truck, it's like driving 4 trucks in one in terms of frame rate. If your system can handle it, then that's great. Or if you drive in SCS default areas, which is normally very optimized, then it shouldn't be that bad. But if you couple this truck with, for example, I don't know, Project Next Gen, all the other graphics mods files, weather files trees, go in a bit of rain here, and maybe go to pro mods, old areas which are very frame heavy, then you will get those frame drops. Or if your system is hanging on the edge of the minimum system requirements, if you're having trouble even with vanilla, even without mods, you're getting frame drops, if you're getting low frame rate, then this truck might not be for you. But yeah, if you have a medium spec rig, like for me myself, I have a GTX 1070, it's more than enough to drive this truck. And my goodness, you can really see the benefits here. Even with the rain full on, this is actually very nice, very fortunate raining conditions, because you can see even if the windshield, even if the side mirror, the side panels here, they're full of rain, they're hard to see through because we are using a mirror cam. The side mirrors are actually perfectly visible still. I like that. Don't even have to open your windows and get yourself wet. It's very nice. Yeah, it's, I guess the most pressing issue for me, 2 most pressing issues are the side mirrors, how they are stopping like that, and the computer dashboard. I'm guessing the computer dashboard is more on my end, a mod conflict. I tried to remove all the custom dashboard mods I have, tried to remove as many of the trucks, custom trucks I have, tried to put this in the top of the list in the load order, but still it's there. So maybe it's a load order issue, or maybe it's a 1.37 thing. I have no clue. But yeah, I'm looking forward to your comments, guys. Maybe you have some inputs for me, because this is a magnificent looking truck. If you are craving for a modern / even maybe futuristic, should I say, truck, then this is definitely for you. And yeah, the truck sounds are not bad at all. They could improve them a little bit more. Maybe sometimes they get cut off, sometimes the transition is not as smooth, but as I mentioned, they're now like no EVR quality, but they're definitely more than enough. You can hear the rumbling of the engine, you even hear the turbo whine as the truck accelerates. And that's more than enough for me. Yeah, it's not like I am craving for a different engine sound altogether. I can hear it even with windows closed. I would open my windows, but it's raining. No, I'll open my windows. We might not hear the engine anyway because it's raining and it's going to get loud, but we'll try anyway. We have wind sounds from drive safety. And we have the problem with the beads, the water droplets. They're actually not animating through the window. See? Even with the windows down, the water droplets remain floating. So that's one more bug to fix. But yeah, initial release, so that's understandable. But the entire truck itself, despite the errors in the log, seems pretty stable. So yeah, looking forward to the updates and more stability, more improvements on this truck. But as it is, even, it's looking pretty great already. Thank you for letting me know about this, guys. I've had a couple of comments in the Discord, emails, YouTube comments telling me about this truck, and now it's finally released and I could not wait but take a look with you guys. So if you've tried it for yourself, if you've seen other videos, let me know in the comments how you find it, how you like it, what improvements you would like, what don't you like. Let's have a discussion. But my goodness, look at that interior, look at that steering wheel. I guess my most favorite thing for this truck, oh, it's going to be hard, but my top 3 things would be, of course, the mirror cams, in no particular order. The mirror cams, the steering wheel, that looks so luxurious, and I almost call it PFD, primary flight display. The dashboard, the computer dashboard. If only that thing worked, that would have been perfect. So if I find more info on that, I'll post it in the comments here as well, and I'll pin it. Or if someone comments it, I'll pin it. It's so everyone can know that it's been fixed or what the conflict is and how to avoid it. But yeah, so far frame rate has been very good. Even with the AA tweaks, I have anti-aliasing tweaks in NVIDIA Profiler Inspector. I've been talking about that for the past couple of videos. That really helps remove the jagged edges, but adds a lot of FPS toll. Lowers the FPS by like half. Almost, but still very smooth despite that. So even with the huge triangle count for this truck, I don't think that directly translates into frame rate loss. It really depends on your rig, if it can handle more triangles, basically. So the only way you would know is by checking it out yourself. Okay, so don't feel disheartened. Maybe it will work for you fine, like how it's working for me here. Coming from the Freightliner Classic XL in ATS, the most classic US truck you can think of, going to Europe and switching to a fully modern, state-of-the-art truck like this really gives you that premium, luxurious feel. It's a nice change of pace. And I know a lot of you guys feel the same way. You like to mix it up every now and then. Sometimes you're in the mood for a futuristic, a modern vibe, like the Scania Next Gen. And now we also have this MP5. I think the MP5 is an unofficial name, right? I don't think even the MP4 is called MP4 anymore. You just call it New Actros. I think the MP3 was called MP3, but the MP4 is just an unofficial name, a moniker. Is that how you call it? But yeah, this one is the new Actros, and the MP4 is the old New Actros now. Yeah, it's going to get tricky. No wonder they decided on naming this MP4 and MP5. Makes a lot of sense. I do have Natural Lux enabled in 1.37, but for those who are wondering, as of now, Natural Lux is not compatible with 1.37 in the public beta branch. But I am in the closed beta branch where we can modify some files manually. So I was able to modify the manifest files, and I could make it work for me. So for those in the closed beta branch, you can alter your settings and you can tweak it so that Natural Lux works. But for those in the public beta, unfortunately you'll have to wait for a compatibility patch from Kirill or one of the members of the team. Yeah. So is that fog? In this mirror? Let me try and lower it. Kinda is, huh? Maybe it's a reflection. That's nice. I actually like that effect. Not sure where it's coming from. Must be a reflection of somewhere. Yeah, you might have also noticed, aside from the tint of the windshield and the glass panels, you actually have a large reflection as well. And I kind of like that effect. Really gives you that feel. That feel of being inside a truck and not having see-through mirrors, see-through glass. Really gives you that glass effect. My goodness, this fog coupled with the trees all across here. So very nice visual effect, isn't it? Man, really liking that mirror cam. So useful. Especially in times like these. Let's see what speed we're at. At least we can see the 10's speed. Okay, we're at somewhere around 60. Should be down to 50 by now. There we go, down to 50. At least you can see the 5. Halfway there. And unfortunately, you cannot modify the files on your own, even if you know how to adjust that offset or fix some stuff. The SES file is locked. And I'm not sure. Yeah. The SES file is locked, and you won't be able to edit any of the files inside. Cannot edit the sounds, cannot edit the dashboard and all that stuff, unfortunately. From what I could gather, oh crap, would have turned right there. Should have gone straight, sorry, my bad. From what I could gather from the credits, it's actually the model is from someone else. there's a website there. I guess that is a professional modeler. They purchased the model from there, and that explains why it's not optimized very well, because it's a 3D model, but it's not a 3D model specifically made for ETS2, so it doesn't include those optimizations. That's usually how it happens. Even like Frank Peru gets his models from a different guy. Oh, suddenly the rain stopped, thankfully. So maybe we can get rid of the wipers, close the open the windows, and hear the engine, just a bit, in its rawest form. And not bad, right? Engine sounds, I guess, could do a bit better, but it's not that bad. I think I will go from here. But yeah, the rain dots need to be removed. They need to move along with the window. I think someone already reported that, basing from the YouTube video showcasing this mod. I'll make sure that the link in the video description, the mods list link, points to the video showcasing this. But I'm not sure who the mod author is, so if you know, if you can read Turkish, I guess that is, let me know who is their actual author. Based on the readme, I can see that it's Mert Iktas, or I don't know how to pronounce the second name, the family name or something, but it's from Mert. Okay, just a few scratches on my truck. Going through the gate like that. Actually do this, make it all look professional. Nah. And because of that, it actually cost me my parking, I think. I don't think the game will accept this. My trailer is, by the way, something from Cast. I think it's an Equity trailer. Yeah, it's an Equity trailer from Cast. I just found it nice because it has the Mercedes-Benz logo with it. So it's perfect for the truck. Yikes, that's ugly. Let's fix it. Just a few more adjustments. That should be good. You can actually park using the mirror cam. Nice. Even with those droplets in there. Sorry, full concentration mode. So let me know what you think about this truck. I'll be looking forward to your comments, guys. Right, that looks good right there. Let's just straighten it. Be perfectionists about this, because I want to keep you guys longer a bit. Alright. There we go. Thank you. Very good looking truck. The proportion of that GPS I would also prefer to be normal, not widened too much. Not stretched too wide. It's a very good truck. After those tweaks, after those bug fixes, it will be a very polished truck. So thank you for the hard work, Mert. Thanks for sharing this for free to everybody. Amazing stuff. Looking forward to the improvements. And with that, we are now level 39. Nice. Alright. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like if you did enjoy, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon if you are interested in these kinds of videos, because I post daily videos of different types of simulators. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Catch you in the next one. Clumsy Trucking. Bye-bye.